Still going to celebrate today.
Louder!
We need to celebrate because what we've done here, and I'd like to thank you all very, very much for coming. I'm delighted to see you all here. And we have John Patterson from EGA, and we have Derek Crowder from the National Parks. Now, EGA has given us all this fantastic wood on the outside here, which is all local Northumbrian grown timber, and also recycled wood for the inside. Now they have given us that, and I think that is fantastic.
Yeah,
Without National Parks here, who have given us money from the Sustainable Development Fund, which also means without that money it wouldn't happen either. We thank you very, very much. Now, EGA's been involved with the project very much so. When we knocked the shed down, they supplied us with a large skip, and believe me, it was a large skip, wasn't it? And we put all the old timber in, and it went away to be recycled. So it wasn't wasted. Was it? It was all good, green credentials. I think that's very good. Now, the old hut came here in 1952, and it was part of what was known as the barrier huts, which were up the valley, which shepherds and farmers lived in during the Second World War. So they lived in there when there was live firing on the range and didn't get blown up, I suppose. After the war, they became redundant, and the show purchased one of the huts and bits of extensions put on. It came down here for £80, which was quite a lot in those days. It stood here for 60 years, but it was past redemption, and it was going to fall down. So that's why we do this. I think it's the way forward, and I'm delighted with what we've done. Now then, there's quite a lot of people to thank. Simon Kenny and Rural Partners have drawn the plans, and Simon has project managed it. Without him, it wouldn't have been so easy. I mean, my first phone call before organising staff and everything was usually to Simon, can we do this, do that, and all the rest. So I think Simon needs a round of applause as well. Tom Burston, Tom used his initiative to contact EGA here, and you can see what happened. So thank you very much, Tom, as well.
Well done, Tom.
Now we've got a committee of helpers and other people that aren't on the committee that have helped, and I'm very, very grateful for what you've done. In fact, I'm very proud of what we've achieved here, and I think everybody that's helped in any way at all should be proud as well, because this hut will be here for a long time to come. Thank you very much. I must go through a list of names who have helped build it and have anything to do with it. If I do miss somebody off, please, I do apologise now, but I'd like to thank Margaret Ward and the Alwynton Parish Council for assisting with the planning. Thank you, Margaret. It was much appreciated. We've got Simon Kenny, Tim Kenny, Tom Henderson, Tony Dixon, Tom and Tim Hall, Graham Dixon, Jimmy and John Pringle. Now, I must have a little special mention to Jimmy and John. Jimmy has been up here most afternoons and nights, and he's been finishing off some of the finities of the show hut and keeping us all right. Thank you very much. Now his son John supervised and helped lay this concrete floor, and that is a fantastic job what he did. Thank you very, very much, John. We've got Ian Snaith, Richard Stott and Peter Stott, Paul Barton. Paul has been up helping a lot, and he's put the lights in. Fantastic job, thank you very much. John Graham and William Graham, Tom Burston, of course. Tom Mason supplies us with a ruler to roll the hardcore down and keep everything level and right. Appleby the builders, they supply supplied the shuttering for the concrete for us, and that was much appreciated. And also to Eddie Simpson for leading the hardcore here. Thank you very, very much. And I have one final person to thank. Every time we came down here, in afternoons, evening and nights, we had a clerk of works come down from the village, and he kept us all right. And this was Ollie Latcham. This was the man that did everything right, and would like to present you with that.
Oh, look at that.
Come on. Before we put the ribbon, I'd like to I got to say a few words here.
I feel quite honoured to have been invited along to this auspicious year of Walking the New Project in Ireland. The SDF, the Sustainable Development Fund, is a fund that's available for these types of projects. Now, I think there's no better use of the money up in the valley here than to replace the old fund that was standing on the side here with this, what I think is a cracking replacement. I know there's been an awful lot of hard work put in by the committee and local people, and it's just a shame that the weather has worked against everybody that put in all of that effort to get the hut in place ready for the show today. But I'm sure that there'll be a lot of good use of this great facility now. I've spent many a day at Alwynton Show sitting in the old shed, usually sheltered from the little bit of a brisk wind and a little bit of dampness behind it now and again. And usually by about this time, I'm in beer tent with my band, so it's quite unusual for me to be standing here out in the sunshine. I think that the National Park is definitely here to help conserve the traditions and the culture of the National Park, and Alwynton Show is very much in the heart of the culture and traditions of this area, and the facility here I think couldn't be better for the Shepherd's Show, which would have been for today but certainly in the future. And I think all the hard work that's been put in by the committee and the people who've worked on the shed, especially Ollie, should be congratulated, and I think we should give the committee another round of applause for the work that they put in to get the hut ready for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit of a newcomer. I've only been contacted a few months ago by the show committee asking for some help in also the roof cladding and inside and outside. Most of you probably are aware that EGA are a company. We're based down in Hexham. We manufacture chipboard. We use a lot of the local resource that you see standing around here. In total, we use around over 700,000 tonnes of timber at Hexham, and of that, more than 50% is locally grown timber. We're working presently up in the nearby forests, and it fitted in quite well that we could be able to help out. I would just like to mention a few other names within the organisation, though. It wasn't just purely EGA. AJ Scott's Woodward Sawmills were very, very kind enough to supply, cut the lap logs and treat them for the playground. So they were very much a part of it. And also, Forestry Commission supplied the logs free of charge. We did the harvesting in Holland. They supplied them. The Forestry Commission supplied the logs, and AJ Scott cut the logs. So it was a combined effort. And obviously the board you see inside came from EGA Hexham. Very happy to help out. See so much importance of the local heritage, and also mention the
this, and there have been an enormous number of people involved. But we've been led from the start by an exceptionally good chairman. And I'd like you to show your appreciation for what Jimmy has done for everything.
It hasn't been an easy process. Thank you very much. With that, gentlemen, we cut this, and then we can all have a cup of tea. Something else, right?
On the other side, yeah.
No.
These are